something knocked back from inside the wall. I never found out what. This happened in 2016, and to this day, I still don't have a good explanation. I had just moved into an old rental house with my boyfriend at the time. It was a small place in upstate New York, cheap, creaky floors, drafty windows, and that smell like damp wood that never goes away. The landlord said it had been empty for almost 2 years. We didn't ask why. We just needed something affordable. The first week was uneventful. I unpacked, decorated a bit, and started my remote job from the tiny back room we used as an office. That's when the weird stuff started happening. At first, I noticed cold spots. Very cold, even with the heat on. They would move. I'd be sitting with a blanket on my lap, and suddenly the blanket would feel like it came out of a freezer. Then it would go away. Then came the knocking. It was subtle at first, like soft taps coming from the inside of the walls. I figured it was the old pipes, or maybe squirrels in the attic. But then it escalated. The knocking started to come in patterns, like 1, 2, pause, 3, or 2 slow knocks, 1 loud one. I'd knock back, annoyed, and it would respond. One night, my boyfriend was at work, and I was alone watching TV when I heard it again. 3 slow knocks, like someone was rapping on the wall with a fist right behind the couch. I paused the TV. Dead silence. I knocked back, half jokingly. It knocked back, same rhythm, slightly louder. At this point, I was more confused than scared. I figured it must be animals, or maybe even the neighbor messing around, except the house was standalone, no shared walls. The next morning, I noticed something that made my stomach drop. There were tiny fingernail scratches on the baseboard where the knocking had come from, like someone had been clawing lightly at the paint. I showed my boyfriend, and he laughed it off, said it was probably a dog from the last tenants. But we never saw a dog, no hairs, no smell. That night, I recorded a video on my phone and waited. At around 1:30 a.m., it started again. Knock, knock, knock. I whispered, "Who's there?" And knocked back. It responded immediately. 3 loud bangs, more aggressive this time. But here's the thing. When I played the video back the next morning, the sound wasn't there. My whisper was, the background noise, even the wind outside. But no knocking. Just silence during the part where I was staring wide-eyed at the wall. We moved out 3 weeks later after one last incident. We were arguing in the living room one evening when every light in the house flickered. Then the knocking started again, but from multiple rooms at once. One in the hallway, one in the kitchen wall, one from the ceiling, all in sync. It lasted less than 30 seconds, but felt like forever. We didn't even finish the lease. I've tried researching the house's history, nothing unusual. No deaths reported, no major renovations, no folklore. But sometimes, I still get the urge to knock on a wall when I'm alone. I haven't heard anything knock back since, but I still wonder what would have happened if I had kept knocking.